The 2026 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready for a North Division matchup between the 10-10 Strasburg Express and the 11-10 Newmarket Rebels. Wyatt Shelley gets the start tonight for the Express. Shelley will look to lead the Express to a victory tonight from the mound, and he will face the Rebels of Newmarket. Numbers on the year for Shelley. He has made 3 appearances. This is his second start. He's gone 5 1/3, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs. He's walked 2, struck out 2, and has no record. In the lineup he will face tonight for the Newmarket Rebels, a team coming in, entering with an average of .246. Leading off and playing second base, it's Jonathan Mallow. Batting second is Zach Banks, the left fielder. Batting third is Mario Magana Jr., the center fielder. Batting fourth, the cleanup man and right fielder, Joe Terranova. Batting fifth is Jaden Harrell, the first baseman. Batting sixth, the catcher, Dylan Murphy. Batting seventh, David Pena, the third baseman. Batting eighth is Eric Torres, the shortstop. And batting ninth, the DH tonight for the Newmarket Rebels, Maddox Land. Strasburg was rained out last night. Newmarket fell to the River Bandits. Ready for baseball here tonight. First pitch of the game is swung on and fouled back at 6:03 here on the 27th of June in 2026. Heavily overcast day here in the valley, but we are playing. 0-1, swing and a foul right back towards us, 0-2. Jonathan Mallow, a returner for the Rebels out of Potomac State. He hails from Petersburg, West Virginia, 6-foot left-hander, 180 pounds. Mallow hitting .328 on the season, and he swings and fouls another one away. Parking lot is packed tonight. It's Parents' Weekend, so a lot of player families here in attendance tonight. 0-2, and he hits him. So he was ahead 0-2, but hits the leadoff man Mallow. The Rebels have the leadoff man on. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Last game for the Express was a mercy rule win over Woodstock. That was a 12-0 victory. That was a game where Sam Brown hit 2 home runs in 1 inning. In Woodstock, you don't hit cheap home runs unless you hit it to center. And even then, it's deeper than the left and right field lines here. Brown with 2 right center shots. Major league dimensions at that ballpark. And the 12-0 victory for the Express. 0-1 the count to Zach Banks, the left fielder. And 0-2, so back-to-back 0-2 counts on foul balls. Now, can Shelley put him away here? Zach Banks out of Embry-Riddle, out of Daytona Beach, Florida. 0-2. Fouled back again. Strasburg trying to get a win here tonight against this Rebels team. The Rebels are 2-0 against the Express. Both victories coming in Newmarket. First game of the year, or for one of the first games of the year, Strasburg led the Rebels 5-0, but pitching let them down. 0-2. And a called strike 3 as Shelley punches the ticket of Zach Banks for the first out here in the top of the first. He went with the breaking ball and caught him looking.
Mario Magana.
Here is Mario Magana Jr. Hails from Miami, Florida. Magana hitting .273 with 3 home runs and 12 runs driven in. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and grounded past the shortstop. No, diving stop at short by Kerwin. Throw to first, not in time. So that would have probably been potentially a double play there. Shortstop Kerwin was shading up the middle, trying to get to the bag, and some hit and run action there had the shortstop off. So a diving stop kept it in the infield, but it'll be an infield single for Magana Jr. And the Rebels have first and second now with 1 out for Joe Terranova, the right fielder. Swing and a miss. Terranova out of Southeast Missouri State, out of Mesa, Arizona. So a hit by pitch on an 0-2, then a strikeout looking, a single to shortstop, and now 0-1 count here to the cleanup man. Swing and a fly into shallow right, coming in and not making the catch. It's going to drop. It drops in front of Green out there in right field, and if he had gotten to that ball, it would have been an easy double play as Mallow was well off the base, but it drops in front of him, and the bases are now loaded with 1 out for Jaden Harrell, the first baseman.
First baseman for Florida Atlantic, number 21, Jaden Harrell.
Well, the Rebels, who come in hitting .246 as a team, already have 2 hits in the inning on a bloop single there. The bases are full for 1 out for Harrell. He's out of Florida Atlantic, and he takes ball 1. So Strasburg in big trouble early here against the Rebels team that leads them by a win, by a game in the win column, but they're tied in the loss column. 1-0. That's in the dirt, 2-0. The Achilles heel for Strasburg this year, kind of leading to a lot of their inconsistency, has been their pitching. They enter as a team with an ERA of 7.45, which is worst in the Valley League. One of the better hitting teams in the league. 2-0, that's grounded to short. This could be 2. Kerwin to second for 1. Kohlmeyer back to first, scooped out by Brown. He holds the bag, and it's a double play. Sharply hit, 6-4-3. And the Express turn 2, and that will do it in the top of the first. Express coming to bat for the first time, and they'll face Zach Stitchway when we return on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. On the mound tonight for the Rebels is Zach Stitchway. Stitchway out of Charleston Southern from Boonton, New Jersey. 6-foot right-hander, 215. His numbers on the year, he enters with an ERA of 5.40, 0-1 record, 15 innings, 20 hits, 10 runs, just 3 walks and 17 strikeouts. So he's not going to walk you, and that is very rare in the Valley League this summer. 0-1 the count to Jay Douglas, who had a big night at Woodstock the other night. Douglas the DH tonight. Takes a strike, 0-2. The lineup tonight leading off, Douglas the DH, batting second, Tommy Kerwin the shortstop. Batting third, the first baseman, Sam Brown. Batting fourth, the cleanup man and right fielder, Ben Green. Batting fifth, Madden Williams, the left fielder. 0-2 to Jay Douglas. And he fouls it back. Douglas out of Eastern Kentucky University, out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Batting sixth is Wade Shelley, the center fielder. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Tanner Waldrop. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Will Broderick. And batting ninth, the second baseman, J.W. Kohlmeyer. 0-2 to Douglas. Swing and a miss. Good start to the game for the right-hander, Stitchway. 1 up, 1 down, brings up Tommy Kerwin, the shortstop out of Wofford. And Kerwin takes a strike. Newmarket's pitching has been pretty impressive to this point this year. They've got some really good top-end arms, and they've got some decent depth as well. 0-1. Kerwin takes inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. No score. Big divisional game here as we've passed the midway point in the season. Kerwin also had a big night in Woodstock. That's a breaking ball, might have been a changeup, a little bit off the plate, 2-1 now. Kerwin hitting .311 on the season, 14 for 45. He has 3 doubles and 8 runs driven in. And he takes a strike, and it's 2-2. So immediately we're seeing Stitchway. He's not going to mess around and fall behind in counts. He's seems to have good velocity on his fastball, and a 2-2 count here. And right on cue, he hits Kerwin hits him and a base runner for the Express here in the bottom of the first.
Number 25, Sam Brown.
So Kerwin is nicked by the pitch. Again, Stitchway just 3 walks in 15 innings. And that's his first hit by pitch of the season as well. Here's the dangerous Sam Brown, the first baseman. Brown takes a strike, late call for whatever reason there, 0-1. Again, Brown 3 for 3 in Woodstock the other night, 2 home runs in 1 inning, which is very uncommon to see. He's behind 0-1. He takes low. Brown, the leading hitter in the Valley League right now, hitting .468. 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 19 runs driven in. He's walked 20 times and struck out just 9 times. He's also been hit by a pitch 2 times. Check to first, and Tommy Kerwin back in safely. Count is still 1-1 to Sam Brown. Brown out of Gulf Coast State College from Waverly Hall, Georgia. 1-1. And a slow breaking ball falls in for a strike. 1-2. Had Brown out in front and couldn't pull the trigger. It's now 1-2. Kerwin at first, 1 out. Brown takes inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Dimensions here at the ballpark, just 300 feet down the left and right field lines and straightaway center, deepest part of the park, 365. Two-two, he Throws that breaking ball again, and Brown takes it. It's in the dirt, and the count now full 3-2. The payoff pitch coming up to Sam Brown with the cleanup man, Ben Green, on deck. See if Kerwin goes. He does not, and that is ball 4. So there's a walk, and a rare one for Stitchway.
The right fielder from UNC Asheville, number 11, Ben Green.
So here's Ben Green. Hasn't been here all that long. Has only played a couple of games. He's out of UNC Asheville, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Had a really good season for UNC Asheville. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Green hitting .400, 2 for 5 with an RBI so far. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball off the plate. Couldn't connect. 0-2. Stitchway way ahead here. And misses. Fastball up a little bit in and off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strasburg enters as a team hitting .261, which is in the top few in the Valley League. 1-2. And a breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts to start the ball game here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the left fielder from Sanford, number 46, Madden Williams.
Here's Madden Williams, the left fielder, batting with 2 on and 2 outs. Good velocity on the fastball from Stitchway. Looks like it's in the low 90s, potentially 90 couple with that slow off-speed stuff. See if Williams can get a hold of one. Takes a fastball up high, 1-0. Madden out of Sanford from Nashville, Tennessee, 5'10" right-hander, 205 pounds. Williams hitting .250, does have a couple of home runs, 11 runs driven in. Takes up high again. Stitchway falling behind, 2-0. Other games around the league tonight. Got one that is in the bottom of the 8th, Waynesboro at Charlottesville, 9-3. Winchester's at Front Royal. Hitters count, 2-0. There's the slow breaker, in for a strike, 2-1. Woodstock's at Percival. Stanton's at Harrisonburg, and Covington and Culpeper were postponed to Monday. Strasburg will also be playing Monday. They got rained out last night, so they'll be at Front Royal. 2-1. Ball in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher, Murphy. And the runners move up to second and third on the wild pitch. Defense behind the starter, Zach Stitchway. In the outfield, Banks in left. Magana Jr. in center. Terranova in right. Pena at third. Torres at short. Mallow at second. Harrell at first, and Murphy behind the plate. 3-1 the count to Madden Williams with Wade Shelley on deck. And that finds the outside corner. 3-2. Rebels trying to strand the runners out there on base. Keep it scoreless. Payoff pitch to Madden Williams. Swinging a line drive to second, called out there by Mallow, and that will do it here in the first. Strasburg with opportunities. Hit by pitch and a walk, along with a wild pitch, but they can't get anything across. We're 3-1, and there's no score. No score as we go to the top of the second. Rebels coming to bat for the second time, and they'll send up 6, 7, and 8. Dylan Murphy, David Pena, and Eric Torres against the right-hander Wyatt Shelley. Dylan Murphy, the leadoff man here in the inning. Out of St. John, he is going to hit it to third base. Fielded over there by Waldrop, thrown to first in time on one pitch. Murphy out of Florida Atlantic University, out of Palm City, Florida. One pitch, one out to start the second inning, and it brings up David Pena, the third baseman.
Third baseman from Indian River State College, number 16, David Pena.
Out of Indian River State College. He's listed being out of Venezuela. And he takes a strike, 0-1. 2 hits in the first inning for the Rebels, but they were stranded. Also had a hit by pitch mixed in there as well. 6-4-3 double play ended the first inning. Pitch misses, 1-1 to Pena. He's hitting just .088 to this point, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the second inning. Shelley, the righty, kicks and deals, and that is line to left, and it's down. And getting there to cut it off nicely is Madden Williams, holding him to a single. So Pena entered the game.
The shortstop from Palm Beach State, number 6, Eric Torres.
He entered the game, if I'm reading this correctly, 3 for 34. And he picks up the base hit there. That's in there for a strike. Oh, 1, that's lined up the middle. That's going to be fielded by the shortstop. Tosses to second for 1, back to first, and another double play. Kerwin behind the bag, tossing to Kohlmeyer back to first. 2 double plays in 2 innings. And that will do it in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg coming up. They'll send up 6, 7, and 8 when we return on the Express Baseball Network. Wade Shelley leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg has turned 2 double plays in 2 innings, and Wade's brother Wyatt has gotten through 2 scoreless innings on the mound. So Wade Shelley steps in, the center fielder, formerly out of Auburn. First pitch from Stitchway, is fouled away, 0-1. Six o'clock start tonight, as always here on the weekends, First Bank Park. 0-1 is a breaking ball that goes behind Shelley into the backstop. Popped out of the hand there a little inadvertently. So 1-1 the count to Shelley. Wade out of Webb, Alabama. Stitchway works from the wind, and he misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kind of rare nowadays to still see 2 starting pitchers pitching from the windup. Seeing more and more guys out of the stretch, especially bullpen arms. Hitters count 2-1. Inside, watch out, 3-1. Shelley, Waldrop, and Broderick due up. Shelley, Auburn, Waldrop, Auburn, and Broderick, UVA. Three-one. Swing and a miss. Fastball elevated, might have been ball 4. And now the count fills up at 3-2. Strasburg looking to get the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the second. Stitchway deals, and that's fouled back. So he goes with the all-speed. Shelley was there and able to get a piece of it. We'll try the 3-2 again. 31 pitches so far for Stitchway through 1+ inning. And there's the breaking ball, and nearly hit him inside, not that far off the plate, but it is ball 4.
Now batting the third baseman from Auburn, number 20, Tanner Waldrop.
So that shows the confidence that Stitchway has in his off-speed stuff to go to that 3-2 instead of using that fastball that seems to also have pretty good velocity. So a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the second. Here's Tanner Waldrop, the third baseman. Waldrop out of Auburn, and he takes high, ball 1. Tanner enters play tonight hitting .235, 8 for 34 with 2 doubles, a home run, and 7 runs driven in. Strasburg as a team has hit 18 home runs. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on and missed, throw to second, he is safe. Bang, bang play there at second base. Good throw by Murphy. But Shelley just in there in time to snag the bag. And the count is 1-1 on the miss by Waldrop. So runner in scoring position here for Strasburg without a hit. Just want to try to get him over to third here. Try to hit it to the right side. That is fouled to the left side. And it's now 1-2. Time is called. Umpire requesting some more baseballs. Waldrop behind in the count. And he lines it into center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Holding at third is Shelley. And the first hit for the Express off the bat of Tanner Waldrop. First and third now, nobody out. And here comes Will Broderick, the catcher.
The catcher from the University of Virginia, number 1, Will Broderick.
Good piece of hitting there, dropping it in front of the center fielder, Magana Jr. Fouled away. Broderick out of the University of Virginia from San Antonio, Texas. hitting a .167 on the season. Waldrop at first, Shelley at third. The pitch. Stitchway deals high, 1-1. Those score we play in the bottom of the second. Strasburg entering at 10-10 on the season. The North Division is an absolute logjam at the top. And very much up for grabs, 1-1. That's in the dirt, gets away, and Waldrop moves to second on the wild pitch. First place tied for first, Winchester and Purcellville at 12-9. Behind them, Newmarket at 11-10, Strasburg 10-10, then Front Royal at 7-13, and Woodstock 7-14. Top four make the playoffs from each division. Newmarket coming in losers of 4 in a row, 2-1. That's high, 3-1. Meanwhile, Strasburg coming in off of a win. Again, if you look at the standings on the Valley League website, don't pay attention to the games back category because that is comparing that all the teams in like one big division. So just ignore that. 3-1, wave and a miss, 3-2. We did get that issue resolved on the Strasburg Express website. They decided to fix it on there before the Valley League page for whatever reason. So again, Winchester is not games back. They are tied for first. 3-2. And that off the plate, ball 4. And that will load the bases here with nobody out for the second baseman, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Second baseman from VMI, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Got a visit to the mound here. And while they do that, we'll step away and be right back. The bases are full, nobody out for J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman out of Virginia Military Institute. Kohlmeyer out of Bristow, Virginia, batting with the bases full and nobody out here in the second. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Stitchway paints the outside corner, 0-1. Kohlmeyer enters play tonight. Well, if I can find his name, get to his stats in a second. 0-1. That is a little bit low, 1-1. Kohlmeyer hitting .216, 8 for 37 with a double and a couple runs driven in. This is what happens when I don't print the stats out. It's hard trying to read those off the computer. 1-1. Kohlmeyer grounds it up the middle. That's going to be through for a base hit past the shortstop Torres. One's going to score. Second runner coming to the plate. It's cut off, and a 2 RBI single for J.W. Kohlmeyer gives the Express a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Just past the outreach stretch of the shortstop Torres behind the bag. And the leadoff walk costly for Stitchway and the Rebels.
Jay Douglas.
So Broderick moves to second and Kohlmeyer with the 2 RBI knock. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Jay Douglas, who struck out swinging last inning to lead off the bottom of the first. He shows bunt and pulls back and takes ball 1. Douglas was a member of last year's championship team, just got back, coming back from injury. He's played just 2 games, but he's hitting .375 with a couple of runs driven in. Kohlmeyer at first, Broderick at second. That's a breaking ball. It's going to miss, 2-0. There is some early bullpen activity for the Rebels down there. And again, Newmarket played last night. They had to use arms. Strasburg did not. And it was a losing effort for the Rebels. Now a 2-0 count for the speedy Jay Douglas. Stitchway checking the runner at second. and he comes home. Swinging a ground ball to third. They're going to go to third for one, back to first, and a double play. A 5-3 double play and a 2-0 count. And that's a huge turn there for the Rebels, as we have seen now 3 double plays. Make it,
Shortstop,
3 double plays so far tonight. So a big break there for Stitchway and the Rebels to get that, especially with the speedy Douglas, but got him to swing away 2-0 and turned into 2 outs. Here's Kerwin, takes ball 1. Don't see the 5-3 double play too often. However, we did see it here the other night as well, I believe. 1-0. Runner goes and stops. The pitch is popped up into left. Coming in is Banks. He'll get there to make the catch. And the inning is over. 2-run score for Strasburg in the bottom of the second. A 2 RBI single by Kohlmeyer. We go to the third.
Number 12, Maddox Land.
2-0 Strasburg as we go to the third. It'll be 9-1-2. Maddox Land, Jonathan Mallow, and Zach Banks against the right-hander Wyatt Shelley, starting his third inning of work. And he is at 21 pitches, 17 of those for strikes. Maddox Land takes in the dirt, ball 1. Land out of Pensacola State College out of Pace, Florida, 5'11", 185. Land hitting .205 to this point on the season. Does have 5 runs driven in. 1-0. And that's low again. 2-0. Rebels have had opportunities the first 2 innings, but they have hit into 2 inning-ending double plays. And that is grounded foul, first base side, 2-1. Defense tonight for Strasburg behind Shelley. Williams in left, Shelley in center. Green and right. Waldrop at third, Kerwin at short, Kohlmeyer at second, Brown at first, and Broderick behind the plate. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball right side, Brown fields it on a hop. He will toss to Shelley, covering in time. Nice play. Sam Brown can hit, but he can really field too. He's made some really nice plays over there this year. Shelley covers nicely as well. 3-1 on the putout. There's 1 out. And back to the top of the lineup, Jonathan Mallow, who was hit by a pitch on an 0-2 count his first time up. That pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Pretty decent crowd here at the ballpark. 2 county rivals here, Shenandoah County rivals. That's in the dirt, 2-0. First time these two teams have played here in 2026, which is hard to believe. 2 balls, no strikes. And finding the zone for a strike, 2-1 now. Jonathan Mallow been one of the better infielders in the Valley League to this point. He's played now this is his 18th game, and he hits it into right center. And that'll be down for a base hit. Charging it, and he's going for 2. Here's the throw to second, and not in time. Kerwin had the ball pop out of his glove. You have to wonder if he did make the tag. Might have had a chance there, but a double for Mallow. He's on for the second time tonight. And that's the 4th hit overall for the Rebels.
Zach Banks.
Pretty good job out there by Wade Shelley to get to it and throw it in. And again, it would have been an interesting outcome if Kerwin had held on to it, but he did not. Stepping off the rubber is Shelley. He'll reset things and get ready for Zach Banks, who struck out looking his first time up. He shows bunt, pulls back, and apparently takes a ball. So we're going to say it's 1-0. And breaking ball, misses, 2-0. Smells like ballpark food. 2-0. High, 3-0. Is in there for a strike, 3-1 now. One thing about Wyatt Shelley, he's a quick worker. He gets the baseball and goes. 3-1. And that is line to left, coming in and making the catch is Williams. That was a well-struck ball by the left fielder Zach Banks, but it stayed up too long and right at Williams for the second out of the inning.
13, Mario Magana.
Here's Mario Magana Jr., the center fielder. He singled his first time up. Single here probably would put the Rebels on the board with a runner at second and 2 outs. And looked like a cross up there. Not sure what happened. That's twice now where it's looked like it should have been strike 1, but kind of a weird looking situation. So the count is 1-0 to Mario Magana Jr. Shelley looking to work around the 1-out double. Swing and a miss. Big hack there. Fastball. Blew it by him, 1-1. Shelley sets and deals, and that is a sky-high pop-up, backing and now coming in and coming around and making the catch out there is Ben Green, and that will do it in the third. The Rebels strand a 1-out double. And Shelley gets through his third inning of scoreless baseball. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming up. It'll be 3-4-5 when we return on the Express Baseball Network. Sam Brown leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the third. It will be Brown, Green, and Williams. So 2 colors in a row. The pitch. Sam takes outside, ball 1. Brown drew a walk his first time up. He got the second on a wild pitch, but then stranded out there in the first inning. 1-0 from the right-hander, and that's high. 2-0. Hitters count here for a dangerous hitter and Sam Brown. And that's not close. 3-0. So Stitchway's fastball has been in the area of 92 to 93 so far, and then that breaking ball is at about 72. 3-0. That's in there, 3-1. So far, Stitchway has gone 2+ innings, allowed 2 earned runs. He's struck out 2. He's walked 3 and hit 1. And he is about to deal his 55th pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and the walk machine draws another one and another leadoff walk. Back-to-back innings.
Number 11, Ben Green.
So Brown is halfway to the walk cycle. He has walked twice so far, and he's already accomplished it once this year. He walked 5 times in Front Royal a couple weeks ago after he hit a home run. Green struck out swinging his first time up, and he swings and pops it up. Should be routine and right as Terranova comes in. He will call it and make the catch, and there's 1 out. So 1 pitch on 1 out, and that helps Stitchway out right there. He is able to get it and out on the board. And then it brings up Madden Williams, who lined out to second his first time up. And a check to first, back in safely. Madden grounds it left side through the hole for a base hit. Fielded nicely out there by Banks, and that's something you have to note sometimes because the ball can take some crazy hops in the outfield, but it'll be a single for Madden Williams between the 5 and 6 hole on the left side of the infield. And it brings up Wade Shelley, who walked, stole second, and scored on the 2 RBI single by Kohlmeyer back in the second. That is now 3 hits for Strasburg. Threatening for the 3rd consecutive inning to start the game. The pitch. Inside, and it hit him. Shelley's hit by a pitch, so the 2nd hit by pitch of the game for Stitchway after he didn't have any coming into tonight. And the bases are full for Tanner Waldrop. So now for Stitchway, who's had trouble throwing strikes, you have no room for error because you've got no base to put Waldrop on. Of course, the Express would be okay with making room for first by bringing everyone around 90 feet. Check swing, called strike, 0-1. But again, right there, I mean, he's having trouble throwing strikes. You don't want to help him. You want to make him throw you a strike. 0-1 to Waldrop out of Auburn. Swing and a miss. He's quickly behind 0-2. Will Broderick, the catcher, on deck. He also walked last inning. And that's fouled away. Stitchway has thrown now 61 pitches and just 32 of those for strikes. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. Waldrop lays off. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Not much wind out there to speak of. Flag is very still. No movement at all. And the 1-2 misses high, 2-2. Looking down to the bullpen. Again, it's hard to see, especially because there's a gentleman standing right there. We see somebody on the far end, seems to be catching the ball, but not with a helmet or anything on, so just casual throwing. 2-2 to Waldrop. Swinging a ground ball to second, could be two. They go to second for one, back to first, double play. So another double play, this time for the Express, and they leave the bases loaded. We go to the fourth, it's 2-0. No, 2-0 our score as we go to the top of the fourth. And it'll be 4, 5, 6, Terra Nova, Harrell, and Murphy due up for the Rebels, and the first pitch misses, ball one. That misses. Oh, here's a crazy number for you. Through 3 innings, we've seen 4 double plays. 2-0. That's fouled away. 2 turned by the Rebels, 2 turned by the Express. For the Rebels, it's been a 5-3 and a 4-6-3, and for the Express, they've both been 6-4-3. 2-1 to Terra Nova, singled back in the first. Swing and a foul back, and it's 2-2. Wyatt Shelley, his 4th inning of work. And he's ready to roll. Looks in for his signs. And the pitch. And he hits him. So the second hit by pitch with 2 strikes tonight by Shelley. Maybe he's just setting up the double play here. And Terra Nova's on. Here's Harrell.
Number 21, Jake Harrell.
Now Harrell did hit into a double play his first time up. We play here with nobody out in the top of the fourth, a 2-run lead for the Express. Rebels might try to get some movement going. Check over to first and Terra Nova back in safely. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. It's going to be fielded. They go to second for one. Back to first. It's a double play. Another double play. Unbelievable. The 5th combined double play we've seen tonight. It goes 5-4-3. That's the second double play the Harrells hit into in 2 tries, and there are 2 outs in the 4th. Here's the pitch. That's a strike to Dylan Murphy, who grounded out to third his first time up. Shelley's 0-1. Breaking ball, and it's a dandy in there on the inside part of the plate. 0-2 now. Strasburg will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the 4th inning. 0-2, Shelley delivers, and that is fouled away. The count holds at 0-2. Hit into right and down for a base knock. Had him 0-2, but Murphy singles. And that is now the 5th hit of the night for the Rebels.
Third baseman, number 16, David Pena.
David Pena will get a chance here. He singled his first time up and was, of course, erased on a double play. Takes high, ball 1. 5 hits for the Rebels, 2 in the first. 1 in the second. 1 in the third. Grounded first base side, foul. Shelley's 50th pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. And a balk is called by the base umpire, and that'll move the runner to second. Emphatically making the balk call. So now runner moves out to second base, no pitch. And the count holds at 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. David Pena, the batter from Indian River State College. Pitcher Wyatt Shelley deals, and that is caught on and missed, and a strikeout to end the 4th. The Rebels have stranded yet another. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Strasburg Express 2, Newmarket Rebels nothing. Broderick leads off for Strasburg as we go to the last of the fourth. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled away, 0-1. Broderick with a walk his first time up back in the second. It'll be Broderick, Kohlmeyer, and the top of the lineup and Jay Douglas. And another inning of work here for Zach Stitchway. He's at 65 pitches through 3+. And he gets ahead of the catcher 0-2. Up and away, 1-2 now. One two's in the dirt, 2-2. One final today. Waynesboro has defeated Charlottesville 9-6. Waynesboro with the best record in the Valley League. They are 16-6. Two is flared foul. The other two games in progress, no score in the first, and then Woodstock-Percival, they were supposed to start at 7. I don't know if they were rained out or haven't gotten started yet. But no stats. 2-2. That's another foul toward the parking lot. A lot of cars out there tonight, so we'll see how well they can avoid the foul balls. Popped up. And again, out of play. That will roll toward the parking lot. Two coming up again to the catcher from UVA, Will Broderick. And that is ball 3. All-speed pitch. Didn't get the call. From 0-2 to 3-2. And he lost him. He was ahead 0-2 on him. And yet another walk for Stitchway. And a leadoff walk for the third consecutive inning.
Number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
The last inning, the leadoff walk did not come back to bite him. However, it did in the second inning. Kohlmeyer with a 2 RBI base knock in the second. He'll bat again here for the second time. Looks like a brand new bat. He pulls, shows bunt. Here's a back pick, and Broderick is out by a mile. Not sure what was going on there, unless it's supposed to be a bunt, but even then, you know, Broderick's got to be smarter than that at first, so he is out at first, picked off. And now 1-0 to Kohlmeyer, and that's high, 2-0. Correction, apparently it's 1-1. And Kohlmeyer nearly hit in the head. It's over his head on the breaking ball, 2-1 now. Look how big that pick-off could be. 2-1. And that is hit a mile high into center, right center field. It's going to stay in the park, and the catch is made out there by Terranova. Kohlmeyer sent it for a ride, but didn't have enough to get out of here or find the dirt or grass. So 2 outs now. And back to the top of the lineup, and Jay Douglas, who is 0 for 2. That's high, ball one. In the dirt, 2-0. Well, it's been a battle so far for the right-hander. Zach Stitchway trying to put guys away, trying to get ahead of guys. He is about to throw pitch number 80. Misses again, 3-0. And no bullpen activity at all for Newmarket. (3-0). And taking all the way, Douglas takes a strike, 3-1. Well, we know we're not going to see a double play in this inning. (3-1) is a little bit high. Ball four and another walk. And okay, call to the bullpen, so I guess the pitcher was already ready. Rebels going to the pen. We'll tell you about the new hurler right after this. New pitcher for Newmarket as we play on here in the bottom of the fourth. It's the left-hander Benjamin McIntyre, 6'2", 185, out of Embry-Riddle, out of Sarasota, Florida. He will face the lefty Kerwin. First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. McIntyre's been good this year. 3-0 record, 2.19 ERA. This is his 10th appearance of the season already. He's gone 12 1/3, 7 hits. He's allowed just 3 earned runs. He's walked 8, struck out 15, and here's a base hit to right field. And Douglas is speedy, and he's on his way to third. Here's the throw to third, and it gets away nearly into the dugout, and the mud may have saved it from rolling all the way in. Fortunate break there for the Rebels as Douglas draws the throw. It nearly rolls out of play. It'll be a single and an E9 out there on Terra Nova, allowing the runner to move up to second. And the Express have second and third, 2 outs for the lefty, Sam Brown.
Yeah, baby.
Here's Sam Brown, and Brown takes ball one. Sam has walked twice in 2 tries. He has been stranded both times. So that'll be the first error of the game. 1-0. Swinging a broken back grounder up the middle, fielded at second by Mallow, and he gets the out. So he breaks Brown's bat, and that will do it in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 our score as we go to the 5th. New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the 5th. It's the right-hander Daniel Jacobs out of Lackawanna. He will relieve Wyatt Shelley, who was very good tonight. 4 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks. He did hit a couple, but he struck out 2. And now Jacobs will take over here in the top of the 5th. He will face 8, 9, and 1, Torres, Land, and Mallow. Strasburg leading 2-0. It's been a game of left on base so far for both of these teams. First pitch is fouled back. Strasburg has already left 7 men on base through 4 innings. Rebels have left 3. 0-1. That's in there, 0-2. To the count. Jacobs well ahead in the count. And fouled back. Jacobs out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. The numbers for him on the season. This is his 4th appearance. This is his 6th appearance. 3-1, 12 innings. He's walked 9, struck out 16. And he gets a strikeout there to the first man he faces. Roderick dropped the ball. He had to tag the hitter, but he did in time, and there's 1 out.
The DH, number 12, Maddox Land.
So it brings up Maddox Land, the DH. He grounded to first his first time up. Sam Brown, the first baseman, made a nice play. Tossed it to Shelley covering for the out. That's high, ball one. Swing and a miss. There goes the bat into the netting. Fortunately, it stayed on the field. Guys are swinging harder than they ever have, and they don't have enough pine tar and stick them on their hands or their bat. Swing and a foul toward the parking lot. And a vehicle pulling in nearly just took one. Now, I will say the other night in Woodstock, some of the fans like to park their vehicle out beyond the fence. And when Sam Brown hit his second home run, it went right into the windshield of a Jeep. 1-2. Swing and a pop-up into center. Coming in, Shelley, hustling in, and nobody is going to make the play. That has been a theme this year with the Express not making plays like that. Miscommunication or just no communication at all, I guess, and a base hit on a catchable ball here in the top of the fifth.
Number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
First hit of the night for Maddox Land, and here's the top of the lineup, Jonathan Mallow. That is a ball that has to be caught. That pitch misses, ball one. Land with a pretty good lead. He goes, pull, and the showing bunt. Throw to first, and not in time. So apparently a bunt, I should say it's a bunt single. And first and second now with one out for the Rebels after the bunt, right back to the mound.
Left fielder number 9, Zach Banks.
Jacobs didn't get really anything on his throw. Kind of threw flat-footed. So now Mallow's already halfway to the cycle. He's got a single and a double. Here's Zach Banks. He lined out sharply to left his last time up. He has also struck out looking. Fouled away. You can see these Rebels, a lot of them are late on the fastball of Jacobs. That is now 7 hits for Newmarket. Just 4 for the Express. Oh, 1. That's in there, 0-2. Mario Magana Jr., the center fielder, is on deck. Mallow at first, Land at second. 0-2. Runner goes, the pitch is swung on a miss, throw to third, and he is safe. So a double steal for the Rebels on the strikeout from Banks.
Center fielder number 13, Mario Magana.
Land to third, Mallow to second, and here's Magana Jr. Base hit could tie the game here in the top of the fifth. Rebels being aggressive with 2 strikes, stealing the bags. And a pop-up in the infield. Does anybody see it? Waldrop coming in, he makes the catch, and the Rebels leave more men on base as we are going to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 our score, Strasburg on top. We'll break and return after this. 2-0 Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 3-4-5 for the Express. Ben Green leads off and takes outside. Ball one from the left-hander, Benjamin McIntyre. Final line for the starter, Zach Stitchway. He went 3 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 6, hit 2, and struck out 2. That's a strike, 1-1. Green looking to get on the board here. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, swinging, and a pop out to right field. 1-1 is high, 2-1. The Rebels have thrown 89 pitches so far through 4+ innings. The Express 66. 2-1, wave and a miss. Green couldn't lay off the breaking ball, down and away. 2-2. Two fouled back. Strasburg 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position so far. Newmarket 1 for 7. Two again from the left-hander McIntyre. And that is line foul. First base side toward the Little League fields and into the snake pits. Breaking ball, chopped to second. Waiting back is Mallow. He bobbles it, throws, not in time. So an error to start the 5th inning as Mallow had trouble with it. And it is, looks like it's raining.
Left fielder number 46, Madden Williams.
You said it could.
So the rain is falling. We are technically official. So that is the second error officially for the Rebels. That pitch misses, 1-0. So rain has been a threat. At least it's looked like a threat all day today. The clouds have been dark and all around, but just now finally getting some rain, 1-0. Pulling back the bunt attempt is Williams. It's now 2-0. Hitters count for Madden, who singled to left field his last time up. Green at first, no outs. That's high and away, 3-0 now. Williams, got to think, will be taking until he gets a strike. If I were him, I'd probably show bunt and pull back. See if you can mess with the pitcher. He will not need to, as it's ball 4. Missing outside. First and second now, nobody out.
Center fielder number 15, Wade Shelley.
And it brings up Wade Shelley, the center fielder. He has been on twice. He has walked. He's been hit by a pitch. He has a stolen base, and he has a run scored. And this seems like a great bunting situation here for Shelley. Third base side, try to get him over, and also maybe try to get yourself a hit. You do have a left-hander on deck in Waldrop, though. He is swinging away, or at least thinking about it. That pitch misses, 1-0. Green at second after the leadoff error. Williams at first after the walk. 1-0. McIntyre keeping an eye on the runners. That's fouled back, 1-1. There is some activity down in the Rebels bullpen. Looks like a right-hander getting loose.
Did they find him?
No, that's the ticket you gotta call on.
But do these guys have them? Yeah, check with the Xfinity guys to see if they actually have them. I checked earlier.
1-1. And he does show bunt, gets it down the third base side. It's a good bunt, charging the third baseman. Throw to first, it goes down the line. You've got players standing over here in the way. They have to run out of the way. 2 runs are going to score. It'll be a bunt single and an E5 scoring 2 runs, and it's 4-0. You had 2 pitchers walking down from the bullpen. They had to scatter out of the way, and now they are back in the bullpen instead of coming to the dugout. A nice bunt from Shelley and the throw offline by Pena. So it's 4-0 Express. So it'll be a single and an E5. And here's Waldrop, and he takes bottom of the zone, strike 1. So 1 RBI on the play for Shelley. 0-1. Runner goes from second. Here's the throw, and he is safe. Stolen base at third for Wade Shelley. So the count is 0-2. The infield's coming in here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's 1 out here in the 5th. So the first down of the inning. And here's Will Broderick, the catcher, trying to just get him in from third. So actually no RBIs on that play for Shelley. All right, Broderick, the lefty, facing the lefty McIntyre. Swing and a pop-up foul and out of play, 0-1. That's a big spot here to try to get another run if you're Strasburg. Rebels trying to strand him at third after being there with nobody out. 2 errors in the inning for the Rebels. 0-1. And that's right there for a strike, 0-2. Rain's still falling here at the ballpark. Nothing too crazy, though. Some fans have put their hoods up and some umbrellas out. 0-2 is lined in the center, coming in, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Shelley comes in to score on the RBI knock by Will Broderick, and it's 5-0 Strasburg here in the last of the 5th. 3 runs in this inning. They have taken advantage of mistakes by the Rebels.
Second baseman, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
All right, here's Kohlmeyer. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. Kohlmeyer batting for the 3rd time tonight. 2 RBI single in the 2nd, fly out to right in the 4th. One-0. That's in there on the breaking ball. Good pitch there from McIntyre. One-one. That's in the dirt. 2-1. Hitters count here for J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman from Virginia Military Institute. That's in there, 2-2. Strasburg now 5 runs on 6 hits with no errors, and Newmarket no runs on 7 hits with 3 errors. 2-2. Fouled back. Kohlmeyer going out, reaching for that one, and staying alive. I think he was trying to take that one to the right side. McIntyre misses outside again. Looks like the rain has either slowed considerably. It wasn't really that hard to begin with, or it stopped completely. Can't tell from our vantage point. Looks like very light. 3-2 to Kohlmeyer. Broderick at first. He is not going. Yes, he is, and the pitch is fouled away. Not a great jump over there at first. All right, 3-2 again. We'll see if Broderick's going. He's got a big enough lead. He does go, and the pitch is hit to the right side through the vacant hole, a base knock. Broderick trying to go to third here. Here's the throw. It's cut off, and Kohlmeyer has his second hit of the game. Strasburg threatening again. First and third, one out, and back to the top of the lineup for Jay Douglas. That opened up the right side of the infield perfectly and allowed his Kohlmeyer's hit to go right through into right field. So the Express have now caught the Rebels in the hit column, 7-all. And here's Douglas trying to get off the schneid tonight, a strikeout, a double play. He's also walked. First and third, one out. Swing and a miss. Jay had a really effective night at the plate in Woodstock the other night. Kohlmeyer usually active on the bases. We'll see if he takes off here. And then Newmarket would bring the infield in. They're going to throw to first. A low throw picked out nicely by Harrell. See if I can pull up Kohlmeyer's base running numbers real quick. Runner goes, and the ball to the backstop. Here comes the runner, the throw, and he is out. Heck of a play there at the plate by the pitcher, covering, holding on to the baseball and making the tag. So it'll be a stolen base for Kohlmeyer. And out at the plate is Broderick, the catcher, trying to score on a ball that got past Murphy. One and one to Douglas now. So that's a huge out right there. Potentially could have had second and third with one out for Douglas. It would have required Newmarket to probably bring their infield in. Instead, McIntyre is now covered in dirt, might even have a hole in the right side of his pants. Pitches a strike to Douglas, 1-2. So a couple of base running blunders tonight for the Express. Runner goes, pitches a ball, and Kohlmeyer steals third without a throw. So he's at third now. It's a 2-2 count for Jay Douglas. Tommy Kerwin on deck if they get that far. 3 runs already across here in the inning for Strasburg. 2-2 is ball 3. May not want to take that one again. Three-two to Douglas. And it hits him. Douglas is hit by a pitch, and then it came back and hit the catcher Murphy on the deflection. So now it'll be runners at first and third with great speed at first, and Jay Douglas after the hit by pitch. So you know Douglas will be taken off. And now the lefty Kerwin coming to the plate. This is maybe where you try some hit and run again, try to open up that right side of the infield. If Kerwin pulls it over there, you might be able to get it into the outfield. Going back to how big it is when you get thrown out on the bases. Douglas will be going soon, you have to think. The pitch in there for a strike. He does not go 0-1. He had to get his oven mitt on first. Kerwin is 1 for 2, and did he not get, wow. Don't know how he didn't get hit by that pitch. 1-1. He was hit by a pitch in the first, so he'd like to not get hit again, I'm sure. Take the 90 feet, though. And a check to first, and here comes the runner. Kohlmeyer now in the middle of a pickle. Don't know what Kohlmeyer was thinking. Now they're running back and forth down the third base line. Kohlmeyer still in it. And here's the throw, and he is out. I'm not sure what the Express are doing there. I mean, if you're going to take off when Douglas goes, you have to go and you can't stop. And Kohlmeyer decided to stop halfway to home. That's bad base running that inning. Cost Strasburg probably a couple of runs. They do lead 5-0 as we go to the 6th, and we'll be back after this.
Terranova.
5-0 Strasburg. We go to the top of the 6th. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Terranova, Harrell, and Murphy due up for the Newmarket Rebels. As Daniel Jacobs starts his second inning of work. First inning, he went 14 pitches, 12 strikes, and his second inning starts with a strike, 0-1. Terranova has singled. He's also been hit by a pitch. And he fouls it straight back into the netting, 0-2. Strasburg with 3 runs there in the 5th inning. They did it on 3 hits. Also took advantage of 2 errors. But some base running outs, 2 outs on the bases in that inning. 0-2. That's in the dirt. I don't know, did we give Douglas a stolen base there? I guess we did. He was going, right? 1-2. Fouled back.
We had some keys turned into the train station. They've not been claimed yet. They have a keychain with it with the Indianapolis Zoo, if that's any help. So if that's you, go down to the train station and pick up your keys.
Strasburg has left 8 on base so far. 1-2. And that misses. Play here in the top of the 6th from First Bank Park here on the 27th of June. 6 o'clock start tonight, Rebels and Express. Jacobs draws another foul ball as Terranova's battling here. We'll look around the Valley League scoreboard here momentarily. Must not be playing in Purcellville tonight. 2-2. That misses. 3-2. Winchester leading in Front Royal 2-0, top of the third, and no score. Stanton, Harrisonburg, bottom three. Culpeper, Covington rained out, and Waynesboro has beaten Charlottesville 9-6. That was earlier today. Full count, and that's fouled back again. And need my eyes to adjust a little bit. This is the brightest we've seen in a while. You can see a little bit of white and blue beyond right field in the air, or in the clouds. This will be about the 8th pitch of the at-bat, 8th or 9th pitch. And a check swing foul ball. I just put the bat out there and made contact. Again, Stitchway started for the Rebels. Wyatt Shelley started for the Express. And both teams into their bullpens here as we play in the top of the 6th inning. 3-2. Swing and a foul back. Broderick couldn't hold on. Yeah, that was the 10th pitch right there. Got to get some more baseballs onto the field. Three-two, another foul ball.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
Well, these kind of at-bats are usually pretty harmful for the pitcher, even if they win the battle, because they are wearing themselves out trying to get them out. Here's another foul ball. Now 12 pitches. Swing and a miss. And Jacobs wins the battle on the strikeout to start the top of the 6th. 1 out. And here comes Jaden Harrell, the first baseman.
First baseman,
13 pitches. So Harrell steps in now. He just hit into 2 double plays, a 6-4-3 and a 5-4-3. The pitch. Swinging a high fly to left center field. That ball is hit well, and it is gone. Jaden Harrell gets off the deck and hits a solo home run here in the top of the 6th. The first run the Express have allowed in about 13 plus innings. And it's 5-1. Newmarket on the board.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Dylan Murphy.
The 8th hit for the Rebels in their first run. Here's Dylan Murphy, the catcher. Swing and a miss, but as I was saying, you win a long battle like that, and then sometimes you have used up a lot of your energy. 0-1 the count. That misses inside the zone, 1-1. Jacobs at 30 pitches, 24 for strikes. That misses to the backstop. I want to take a second to talk about DRG, one of our team and league partners, Diabetes Reversal Group, talked about them earlier this year. You can head over to our website, strasburgexpress.org. Click on that and learn more about what they're doing to reverse type 2 diabetes. That's fouled back. That's a weird one there. It hit the top, went down the side, and then bounced twice off the wooden railing behind the plate. That's one that I don't know if I've ever seen. Two now to Dylan Murphy, who's 1 for 2. Fouled back. Just a reminder, when you go to the ballpark, you see QR codes around the park. You'll see Swing for Health. That's the campaign partnership between the VBL and DRG. We've got brochures all around the different parks, and you can find them online. 2-2. That misses. 3-2. David Pena, the third baseman on deck. He is singled and struck out tonight. Payoff pitch. And inside, ball 4. So after the long 13 pitch at bat inning and a strikeout, a home run, and now a walk.
Third baseman, number 16, David Pena.
And Pena steps in. Got to think there's going to be some bullpen activity starting to go for the Express. And we've got a visit to the mound by the pitching coach, Demai. On deck man just hit the metal pole behind him near the dugout. Visit to the mound. We'll be right back. All right, runner at first, 1 out. Swinging a pop up into right. Green can't find it. Now he comes in, he lays out and drops the ball. He's going to have to throw to second. It's offline, but Kerwin goes to the base and makes the play. Green with a misread out there. Initially on the layout attempt, he called it, but then it popped out. He got up quickly. The runner was heading back to first, and fortunately they get the hit, so it'll be a fielder's choice. And erased at second is Murphy, 9-6, and there's 2 outs. Here's a swing and a miss by Torres. Torres is 0 for 2. He has hit into a double play. He has struck out looking. Can't believe how bright it's getting out here. 0-1. Swinging a fly into left center. That's curling, and that's going to be down for a hit. Shelley keeps it in front of him. It'll be first and third with 2 outs. And the Rebels threatening here against Daniel Jacobs here in the top of the 6th. It brings up Maddox Land in a big spot.
The DH, number 12, Maddox Land.
So now 9 hits. Swinging a liner to short, caught out there by Kerwin. And the Express get out of it, allowing just the 1 run. Rebels get on the board, solo homer by Jaden Harrell. It's 5-1 Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher for Newmarket as we go to the bottom of the sixth. It's the right-hander Aiden Jacobs. And he will face Tommy Kerwin to lead off, who was hitting when Kohlmeyer was caught stealing. The pitch misses, ball one. Numbers on the year for Jacobs. He enters with a record of 1-0. This is his 9th appearance. He's gone 11 2/3, 10 hits, 12 runs. He has walked 12, struck out 10, ERA of 6.17. And he falls behind Kerwin 2-0. Tommy is 1 for 2 with a single hit by pitch and a pop out. Light rain continuing to fall here at the ballpark. 2-0 is in there. Jacobs out of Northeast Mississippi Community College. 6'3" right-hander, 195. That's high, 3-1. Rebels with their visiting gray uniforms tonight. They've got the navy blue under the sleeves, some red, some gray. They've got the stirrups, and they're real stirrups, not the sock ones, where they're, printed on. Pitch is in there for a strike, 3-2. Full count delivery to Kerwin. And that is a little bit high, and another leadoff walk surrendered by Newmarket pitching.
First baseman, number 25, Sam Brown.
Here's Sam Brown looking for his first hit of the night. He's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and grounded out to second. He broke his bat last time up. Final numbers for Benjamin McIntyre. He goes an inning and a third, allows 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1. So now Brown steps in for the 4th time tonight. Kerwin with a big jump, and that is swung on and hit into right center, and that's going toward the wall. And that's going to be up off the wall and into second with a double for Sam Brown. Scoring all the way from first is Kerwin. And Sam Brown has done it yet again. It's 6-1 Strasburg here in the 6th inning. Kerwin comes all the way around to score from first base. So for Sam Brown, that is his 6th double of the season, hit number 23. He's now 23 for 49. And that is RBI number 20 on the season for the first baseman, Sam Brown. And yet another leadoff walk comes back to be costly. Here's Green. He's 0 for 3, reached on an error last time. And all speed's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1. That's off the plate, 1-1. That's off the plate again, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Ben Green out of UNC Asheville. And there, Jacobs finds the zone, 2-2. Got started today at 6:03, so we have just hit the 2-hour mark. Oh, I'm not saying it's been a quick 2 hours. 2-2, and that's high, 3-2. Green will be followed by Madden Williams, the left fielder, who has been on twice tonight. Payoff coming up. Brown out there at second. That is lined in the center, a base hit. Brown is being sent home here, and it's cut off and safe at the plate. RBI single for Ben Green, his first hit of the game. And the Express, once again, have tied
26, Madden Williams.
the Rebels in the hit column. It's now 9-9, but more importantly in the score, in the run column, it's 7-1 Strasburg. All right, we'll see if the Express can keep it going for Madden Williams. Swing and a miss. On a breaking ball, darting outside, 0-1. Madden from Sanford. That's away again, 1-1. See if Green wants to be aggressive over there with nobody out. That misses. Correction, that's a called strike. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goes to that breaking ball off the plate again and can't lay off. And there's one out. And that's why how big that prior pitch was, getting the called strike there.
Wade Shelley.
Then you go back to it again, even further out, and you get the swing and miss. All right, one out. Williams goes down on strikes. Here's Wade Shelley. He's been on 3 times. Single, hit by pitch, walk. He has scored twice. 1 RBI and a stolen base as Green draws the throw to first. Fouled away, 0-1. I feel like we've lost a lot of baseballs today, especially during that 13 pitch at bat. There's a lot of foul balls. Some stayed on the field, others, we don't know if we'll ever see them again. 0-1. That's up a little bit, 1-1. One. Shelley takes a strike. 1-2. One, two. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled back. Yes, so Percival, they called their game off 9 hours ago. 1-2. Ground ball left side. They're going to go to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. They get the out there. And I tell you, if Strasburg had the runner moving on that pitch, that would have been a tough play all around for the Rebels. So here is Waldrop. Shelley reaches on the fielder's choice. Waldrop is 1 for 3. Single. He's hit into a double play, and he struck out swinging. There goes Shelley. Huge jump. The pitch is inside, and a stolen base for Wade Shelley. So another runner in scoring position here for the Express. Tanner Waldrop, third baseman out of Auburn. Jacobs deals. Inside, 2-0. And that's chopped to the right side. Charging Harrell. Throws to the pitcher, covering. Did he get the bag? He did. And that will do it in the bottom of the 6th. We're through 6 and off to the 7th. 7-1 Strasburg on top. Jonathan Mallow leads off for the Rebels as we go to the top of the 7th. 1, 2, 3, Mallow, Banks, and Magana Jr. against Daniel Jacobs coming out for another inning. First pitch fouled back. Mallow's been good tonight. Single, a double, a stolen base, and a hit by pitch. Rebels trailing 7-1, trying to get going here in the 7th inning. And 7th inning means we've got some history, baseball history on this day, June 27th. We'll walk through that as we move through the inning. 0-1, inside corner, ball 1. It's a good pitch there from Jacobs. One, up and in, 2-1. Missing again, 3-1. First one's going to be coming from 1911, our first history note. 3-1 to Mallow. And that's fouled away. Today, 1911, might have to break this into 2 parts. In the 7th inning at Huntington Avenue grounds, the athletic Stuffy McInnes steps into the batter's box to lead off and hits Ed Carger's warm-up pitch for an inside-the-park home run while the Red Sox are still taking their positions. 3-2. Line to short and caught out there by Kerwin. Jacobs fights back to get out of it. Brings up Zach Banks, the left fielder. So Boston's manager, Patsy Donovan, protests to the umpire, but the umpire rejected the protest on the basis of Ban Johnson's new rule prohibiting warm-up pitches. So you couldn't throw warm-up pitches in between innings. The pitch fouled away. And it was a time-saving rule which declared that pitchers must throw as soon as the batter is in the batter's box. Let's just say it didn't last all that long, but yes, there has been an inside-the-park home run on a warm-up pitch before. 0-1. Swinging a pop out of play, 0-2.
Please return those foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
And again, to
And
save
your free spot.
to save time, it didn't require anything that we're doing now. But pitchers have to warm up. 0-2 to Banks. That's in the dirt. Banks is 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a line out to second. One, two. Fouled back. One ball, two strikes from Daniel Jacobs. Swinging a ground ball to short. Kerwin has been busy tonight. He throws to first in time. Great hustle there by Banks. But there are 2 outs, and it brings up Mario Magana Jr., the center fielder.
Now batting the center fielder, number 13, Mario Magana Jr.
Mario has singled. He has hit into a double play and popped out. Swinging a blooper into right, coming in and not making the catch out there is Green. So a 2-out single for Magana, his second hit of the game. And the Rebels have a 2-out base runner.
Right fielder, number 25, Joe Terranova.
I'll tell you, I played a little bit of, I didn't play outfield growing up. I always played third, but in high school played some outfield. Those can be tough. Line drive in the center. Here's another one, and they have to wait back on it again. Shelley waits, and it drops in. 2 singles here in the inning with 2 outs for the Rebels. And they're threatening. Here comes Jaden Harrell, who hit a home run last time.
First baseman, number 21, Jaden Harrell.
Harrell with a solo home run, accounting for the only run for the Rebels to this point. One swing here could make things very interesting. And a check back to first. It'll be a disengagement. And the funny thing about the game of baseball, the Rebels now out hitting the Express by 2, but yet they trail 7-1. Jacobs delivers. That misses, ball 1. Today in 1951, former Cubs farmhand Boyd Tepler brings a $450,000 lawsuit against baseball, the Chicago Cubs, and William Wrigley, citing an arm injury he suffered in 1944. 1-0. That misses. His suit contends that negligent coaching allowed him to continue with flaws in his pitching motion that resulted in damage to his arm and the end of his promising career. So what he wanted a percentage in Wrigley Bubblegum Company, I think, is what the problem was. 2-0 to Harrell. Jacobs trying to get through here, and he misses 3-0. He is up to 55 pitches. Came in the 5th inning. Time is called and a pitch clock violation on the pitcher.
The catcher, number 24, Dylan Murphy.
And the Express are going to the bullpen. Jacobs is done. The bases are full. We'll tell you about the new arm after this. New pitcher for Strasburg, Luke Godwin comes into the game here in a big spot. Bases full, 2 outs, facing Jaden Murphy. 0-1, and that's in there, 0-2. Magana at third, Terranova at second, Harrell at first. All the runners responsibility of Daniel Jacobs. 0-2 to Dylan Murphy. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches. And that will do it in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch here in Strasburg. We'll be back after this. New pitcher for Newmarket as we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Caden Freeman. The side armor's first pitch is hit hard to second, fielded by Mallow. His throw to first is in time. 1 out on 1 pitch for the catcher, Will Broderick. And it brings up J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman.
J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Couple of pitching lines to update for the Rebels. Or one, Hayden Jacobs goes an inning, allows 2 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. He walked 1, struck out 1. Kohlmeyer swings and misses. Final line for Strasburg's Daniel Jacobs. 2 2/3, did a really good job. 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. That is hit sharply into right, but right at Terranova. 2 outs. Jacobs walked 2 and struck out 3. Kohlmeyer's hit the ball hard several times tonight. He's looked good. But an out there. 2 outs on 3 pitches. Here's Jay Douglas. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. And a strike from the right-hander Caden Freeman. Freeman out of Jones College from Holly Springs, from Holly Springs, Mississippi. 5'11", righty, 150. 0-1. That's a fister right side. That'll be fielded and taken, and how about that? About a 4-pitch inning there, maybe 5, for the right-hander Caden Freeman. We're through 7, and we'll have some more history in the 8th when we return on the Express Baseball Network. We go to the top of the 8th. Strasburg leading Newmarket 7-1. Rebels have 7-8-9 Pena, Torres, and Land due up against Luke Godwin 1-0. And now 1-1. Get to some more history here in the top of the inning. And here's a really fitting one. Starting in 1982 here in just a moment. Smells like popcorn. 1-1. That misses. Today in 1982, the Braves tie the Major League record with 7 double plays and a 2-0 14-inning win over Cincinnati. 2-1, wave and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pena. That's in the dirt, 3-2. Today in 1984, in the 3rd inning against the Reds, Giants outfielder Dusty Baker swiped 2nd, 3rd, and home, gathering 3 of his 4 season steals. 3-2, and that ball's hit deep to left. Madden Williams on the run makes the catch in front of the track. Pena sent it for a ride, but it stayed up in the air just enough for Madden to run under it as he was playing well off the line. It's a tough, really not an easy catch. But the out, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Here's Eric Torres, the shortstop. He's 1 for 3. Today in 85, San Francisco's Jeffrey Leonard hits for the cycle in a 7-6 loss to the Reds. First Giant to do it since Dave Kingman in 1972. 1-0 from Luke Godwin. He kicks and delivers, and a breaking ball in there. Today in 1990, Brewers DH Dave Parker gets his 2,500th career hit. 5-4 win over the Yankees. 1-1 looked like a knuckleball, but it didn't work. In the dirt, 2-1. Today in 1993, Anthony Young sets a major league record, losing his 24th straight decision. That's in there. Two. That's fouled away. Today in 1993, the Brewers introduced their first sausage race during the 6th inning of their game, Milwaukee County Stadium. If you watch the Brewers, you know they've got the mascot race, like a lot of teams do now. 2-2, breaking ball stays high, 3-2. Today in the year 2000, the Dodgers released veteran Oral Hershiser, who announced his retirement. That's fouled away. Three-two coming up again here to Eric Torres with 1 out in the 8th inning, and that's fouled away.
Please return the foul balls to the train station. Thank you.
So base hit for Eric Torres, his 2nd of the game. Tough play for Waldrop. That is hit number 12 for the Rebels.
DH number 12, Maddox Land.
Here's the 9-hitter Maddox Land. He's 1 for 3. Showing bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1. Today in 2003, in the 50-minute bottom of the 1st at Fenway against the Marlins, the Red Sox established a major league record by scoring 10 runs before making an out. Johnny Damon had 3 hits in the 1st inning. Single, double, triple. But guess what? He still didn't hit for the cycle. They scored 14 runs in that 1st inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss, and there goes the bat again. Into the netting, and it did its job as it kept it on the field, 1-1. Today in 2007, Ryan Howard hit his 100th career home run in a 9-6 loss to the Reds. Made Howard the fastest player in Major League history to hit 100 homers, doing it in his 325th game. Rebels with a man at first, 1 out, and a 1-1 count. Luke Godwin on the mound out of Anderson University. He checks to first, and Torres back in. Today in 2009, Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer, made his 382nd start for the Red Sox, tying Roger Clemens for the most in franchise history. 1-1, fouled away, 1-2. 1-2. And that misses. Oh, stark difference on this one from where they are now. In 2011, the Dodgers owner Frank McCourt filed for bankruptcy protection, blaming Major League Baseball's refusal to approve a long-term television deal with Fox Sports. 2-2. Godwin just misses 3-2. Money is no longer an issue for the LA Dodgers or their owner. Payoff pitch coming up here. Godwin checks to first again. Three-two, swinging a pop-up in the infield, now backing into shallow left toward shortstop. Kerwin makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Tell you, Tommy Kerwin has made a lot of plays out there tonight.
Second baseman, number 2, Jonathan Mallow.
Here's Jonathan Mallow. Single, a double, a hit by pitch, and a line out to short. The pitch. That's in there. Strike 1. That's in there again. Today in 2022, the Orioles do something unprecedented in franchise history as they hit back-to-back homers in consecutive innings. Adley Rutschman and Ryan Mountcastle, followed by Anthony Santander and Austin Hayes. Today in 2022. 0-2, and Mallow fouls it away. 2025, in a game in the Dominican Summer League, one of the most lopsided scores ever in professional baseball. DSL Miami defeated DSL Rangers Blue 29-0. 0-2, and a number back to the mound. Godwin fields, sets, throws, and got him at first. 1-3 on the putout. That will do it in the top of the 8th. That'll do it for history. Strasburg 7-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back after this on the Express Baseball Network. Tommy Kerwin leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Express leads 7-1. And the Submariner Caden Freeman, who threw a 5-pitch 7th inning, throws this pitch for a ball, 1-0. Kerwin has been on 3 times tonight. Single, walk, hit by pitch. He's also scored a run. And he grounds it to third. Backhand stop by Pena. It goes off his glove. And base hit for Kerwin. So Kerwin reaches for his second hit of the game.
Sam Brown.
10 hits now for Strasburg. And here's Sam Brown, the first baseman. Brown with an RBI double into the right center gap his last time up. He's also walked twice and scored a run. Side armor deals. That's in there. Strike one. Take a look around Major League Baseball. Some scores there. And Kerwin back in. Got some finals today. Diamondbacks fell to the Rays 4-2. White Sox beat the Royals 2-1. The White Sox 0-1. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Throw to second. Kerwin is out. 2-6. Caught stealing. Kerwin the first out of the inning. Thought the White Sox would get promoted to the Valley League after what they did last night. They scored 22 runs against Kansas City. Other scores today, Reds beat the Pirates 9-7. Rangers beat Toronto 7-4. 1-1 to Brown. He sends a high fly into left center, but it's going to stay in the park as Magana Jr. and Banks nearly collide out there. But the catch is made, 2 outs, and here comes Ben Green.
Right fielder, number 11, Ben Green.
Red Sox beat the Yankees 4-1. Astros over the Tigers 8-6. And the Mets beat the Phillies 6-2. Orioles and Nationals playing in the 6th. Washington leading 2-1. If Washington had a closer, they would be the best team in baseball this year. Can you believe that? That pitch misses 1-0. They would be better than the Dodgers and the Braves if they had a closer. Green singled in a run his last time up. That's going to miss 2-0. Newmarket will have 2, 3, 4 due up in the top of the 9th inning. Trailing at least 7-1. 2-0. That's in there. Around the Valley League, Winchester leads Front Royal 3-1, bottom of the 6th. And Harrisonburg leads Stanton 1-0, top of the 7th. 2-1. And that misses 3-1. Three one, and that misses ball 4. So Green draws the 2-out walk, and Madden Williams will get the bat for the 5th time tonight.
Left fielder, number 46, Madden Williams.
So it's been a long game tonight. Good thing we started at 6:03 and not 7:03. The pitch. That misses, ball 1. Again, you look at these two teams entering tonight. Newmarket 11-10, Strasburg 10-10. The Rebels entering tonight. They've lost 4 in a row. Strasburg coming in off of 1 win. 1-0. That's chopped third base side, fielding it. Throw to first, off balance, not in time, and beating it out, an infield single for Madden Williams. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Hit number 11 for Strasburg, and Express threatening. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for Wade Shelley. Winchester, they're the hottest team in the North right now. They've won 3 in a row and 6 out of 10. They're the only team above 500 over their last 10, Winchester, and they're winning again tonight. Now, Strasburg, they've beaten the Royals 3 times. Shelley nearly hit 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Wade Shelley, who has been on all 4 times. Walk, hit by pitch, single, fielder's choice. Wave and a miss, 1-1. Strasburg, I mean, they've been a 500 team this year. It's pretty accurate so far, breaking ball low. Most of the teams in the league this year have been very, I guess, 500 to this point. Then you've got Waynesboro and Stanton. They're outliers. They've been much better than everybody else. 2-1 lined up the middle. That'll be past the shortstop Torres. Into center, it's a base hit. Wade Shelley with an RBI single. And it's 8-1 Strasburg here in the bottom of the 8th. As coming around to score from second is Ben Green. All this with 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 20, Tanner Waldrop.
Here's Tanner Waldrop. He'd like to get a hold of one here. First and second, 2 outs in a 7-run game. The pitch. Swinging a chopper to short. Fielded there by Torres. He will throw to first in time, and we go to the 9th inning. Strasburg 8, Newmarket 1. We'll be back after this. Strasburg looks to lock down the victory. You're watching Valley League Baseball here on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Strasburg leading Newmarket 8-1 as we go to the top of the 9th. Luke Godwin back on the mound, and he will face 2-3-4 Banks, Magana Jr., and Terranova. First pitch is ball 1. Zach Banks 0 for 4 tonight. A couple of strikeouts, a line out, and a ground out. 1-0. And that's in there for a strike from Luke Godwin, 1-1. And Luke is out of Anderson University from Greenwood, South Carolina. 5'11" right-hander, 190 pounds. And he gets a ground ball to short. Kerwin charges, gets a little hop, throws to first in time. Been a clinic out there tonight by Tommy Kerwin out of Wofford. 1 out here in the 9th inning. And here's Mario Magana Jr.
Center fielder, number 13, Mario Magana Jr.
Magana Jr. is 2 for 4, 2 singles. Swing and a miss. Pitch off the plate, 0-1. Oh, 1. Fouled back. 0-2 is fouled away. Still 0-2 to Magana Jr. Well, tonight's been a night where Strasburg has diversified their offense a little bit. They haven't scored all in one inning. 0-2 is low, 1-2.
Please return all
2 in the
balls
second,
to the
3 in the
train station.
fifth, 2 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. Newmarket with 1 in the sixth inning, a solo home run by Jaden Harrell. Story of this game early was double play palooza. 5 through the first few innings. That is line to right, another hit for Magana Jr. And getting to it quickly, it's going to be cut off, thrown into second. He's on his way there. Throw to second by Colmeyer's offline. That was gutsy from Magana going to second on that play, especially down 8-1 in the ninth inning, but he gets there safely. His third hit of the game.
Now batting number 25, Joe Terranova.
And the Rebels have their 13th hit of the night to Strasburg's 12. So Terranova, he's singled twice, been hit by a pitch, and struck out back in the sixth inning. Godwin trying to finish the job here. That misses, ball one. One zero. That's in the dirt. Two balls, no strikes. Three and oh. Jaden Harrell on deck. Finds the outside for a strike, 3-1. Godwin over 40 pitches, actually 40 to be exact. Terranova waits. That's in the dirt, ball four. First and second now with one out for Harrell.
First baseman number 21, Jaden Harrell.
Well, Harrell is homered tonight, but he's also hit into two double plays. They've got a visit to the mound here, and while they talk, we'll be right back. All right, meeting is over between the pitching coach, Kyle Demai, and the pitcher, Luke Godwin. And Jaden Harrell steps in, the first baseman. Again, he is hit into two double plays. He is homered and he has walked tonight. It's 8-1 with one out in the top of the ninth inning. Godwin deals. Swing and a pop-up. Should draw the infield fly here, and it does. There are two outs as Colmeyer catches it in fair territory, and the Express one out away here in the ninth inning. And Dylan Murphy, the last hope for the Rebels.
Batters number 24, Dylan Murphy.
Godwin deals. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. And the count is now 0-2. The Express 1 strike away from their 11th win of the year and extending their winning streak to 2 games. No balls, 2 strikes. Godwin sets at the belt, checks the runner, and delivers. And that is high. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Strasburg is at Purcellville. That's a 7 o'clock start. Meanwhile, Newmarket will host Front Royal at 7:30. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. A little bit high, 2-2. Strasburg fans trying to will Godwin to this last out here in the 9th inning. 2-2. Breaking ball, caught him looking, and that will do it here in the 9th inning. The Strasburg Express win their 2nd consecutive game, and they beat the Rebels for the first time this season with a 8-1 victory here tonight. Daniel Jacobs picks up the win in relief. He's now 4-1. The loser is Zach Stitchway. He falls to 0-2 on the season. Strasburg's record is now 11-10, and Newmarket falls to 11-11. Two hours and 54 minutes our game time here tonight. And a look at the final line score here in this one. For the victorious Strasburg Express, 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors. And for the Newmarket Rebels, 1 run on 13 hits. They committed 3 errors. Leaders here in this one for Strasburg, Kerwin was 2 for 3, Shelley was 2 for 3, Madden Williams was 2 for 4. J.W. Kohlmeyer 2 for 4. In the RBI category led by Kohlmeyer's 2. Shelley, Broderick, Brown, and Green each had 1 for the Express. Wade Shelley started tonight. He went the first 4. 5 hits of shutout baseball. No walks. He struck out 2 here tonight. Again, Strasburg's on the road tomorrow night at Purcellville. That's a 7 o'clock start. And Newmarket will be at home for a 7:30 ball game against the Front Royal Cardinals. I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. A reminder, Monday is a makeup game for Strasburg. They'll be at Front Royal at 7 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, we'll be back here to take on the Winchester Royals. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. And we look forward to talking to you again then. Again, thank you for joining us here tonight from First Bank Park. The Express win their 11th game of the year by a final of 8-1. Wish everyone a great rest of your weekend. And we'll talk to you again on Wednesday night from First Bank Park. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2026 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.